Oke, yuk. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everybody. So, yeah, well, today we are going to talk about participle. We have discussed about what's that? We have discussed about gerund in the previous meeting, and then we will talk about participle today. Well, what is participle? Participle is okay. Let's start with the definition. What is the participle? Well, participle is a present participle or past participle form. Wait. Okay, participle is present participle or past participle form which functions as adjective or verb. Okay, participle is present participle. What is present participle? Well, present participle is verb ing. Kita biasanya itu or past participle. What is past participle? Verb ketiga. So, well, actually, present participle itu apa sih, Miss? Present participle itu verb ing. Sedangkan past participle itu apa sih? Past participle itu verb ketiga. Oke, so yeah. Di sini kita akan ngomong tentang present participle or past participle yang berfungsi sebagai adjective atau verb. Oke, contohnya I will say that they are interesting. Adjective. Interesting here is an adjective. She is playing a game. Playing is a verb. We have told you the truth. Told is a verb. A confused school is here. Adjective. Okay, so yeah, interesting di sini adjective. Interesting, playing, it is a present participle, and told and confused is a past participle. They have a different function. No, I mean that they can be what's that? They can be an adjective or they can be a verb. Okay, next. Ya, as I said before, seperti yang tadi saya bahas, mau present participle, mau past participle itu bisa berfungsi di dua tempat kan. Bisa di verb, bisa juga di adjective tadi. Oke, let's talk about the verb duluan. Oke, verb. Kalau dia di verb, oke, of course we talk about the tenses. We talk about the tenses. Kalau kita ngomong verbing, kita verbing dulu ya. Kalau kita ngomongin verbing, berarti tensesnya ada di continuous. It can be present continuous, it can be past continuous, it can be present perfect continuous, or past perfect continuous. Pokoknya sesuatu yang ada embel-embelnya dengan sesuatu yang berhubungan dengan continuous. So, contohnya, we are studying English. Kita sedang belajar bahasa Inggris. So, studying here, the function is verb. So, yeah, it is present participle as the verb. She was sleeping in my room. Okay, again, sleeping is a present participle or verb ing, and then it becomes a verb. Oke, udah ya. Jadi ingat kalau verb ing berarti dia berfungsi di tenses continuous. Sekarang kalau di verb ketiga. Kalau verb ketiga dia berfungsi di tenses perfect. Kalau kita ngomongin tenses ya. Kalau verb ing itu di continuous, kalau verb ketiga dia perfect. I have finished it. I have finished it. Mau present perfect, mau past perfect sama ya. Mau future perfect sama. Oke, I have finished it. Ada finish verb ketiga di sini dan dia berfungsi sebagai verb here. Has she noticed it? Ini juga verb ketiga. Okay, well, when we talk about verb three or verb ketiga atau you call it past participle, actually it can be in perfect and it can be in passive sentence. Passive sentence atau kalimat pasif. We will be invited later. Kita akan diundang nanti. Ada invited di sini. Or this book was read by you. Well, actually invited and read here is the passive. Oh, no, I mean that invited and read there is the past participle. Mereka verb ketiga. Dia berfungsi sebagai verb pada apa sih? Pada kalimat pasif. Oke, next. Oke, what about if they are in adjective? Oke, kalau di adjective berarti mereka di kalimat nominal. Berarti mereka di kalimat nominal. Take an example. We are bored. We are bored. Ada kata kerjanya are kan? Oke, kalimat nominal itu apa sih? Sebelum kita move on ke yang lain. Oke, well, kalimat nominal adalah kalimat yang kata kerjanya berupa anggota to be. Oke, pasti ada anggota to be di sini. Is, are, was, were, will be, have been, something like that. Oke. We are bored. We are bored. So bored here is past participle becomes an adjective. Kami bosan. And then he is tired. He is tired. Dia lelah. The situation is frustrating. Situasi ini bikin frustasi. So this participle, bored past participle, tired past participle, and frustrating is a present participle. Mereka ini berfungsi sebagai adjective di kalimat nominal. Oke, jadi adjective will be in nominal sentence. Next, noun phrase. Kayak oke, we have talk about phrase before. Kita udah bahas tentang word order. Kita udah bahas word order, kita udah bahas noun phrase di pertemuan-pertemuan kemarin. So yeah, noun phrase itu let me say gabungan antara adjective and noun, right? Di sini ada a charming girl, a charming girl. Seorang gadis yang charming. Charming ini jadi adjective kan di sini nerangin siapa? Girl. Polluted water, air yang terpolusi. Polluted di sini is adjective, it is past participle. A boring topic, topik yang ngebosenin. So boring here is an adjective. Oke ya, inilah present participle atau past participle yang berfungsi sebagai adjective. It can be in nominal sentence and it can be in a noun phrase. Oke, sederhana sih participle. Oke, next, go. Present participle after special verb. Oke, lagi. Ada present participle, let me say it about, apa ya. Ada beberapa verb yang memang dari sononya setelahnya akan ada present participle. Contohnya nih, verb of sensation. Verb of sensation. Kalau ada kata kerja ini, sorry, kalau ada kata kerja ini, notice, observe, find, smell, feel, hear, watch, see, dia akan ketemu sama objek, setelah objek akan ada verb ing, tidak boleh ada to infinitive. So take an example. Do you find it interesting? Do you find it interesting? Ada kata find masuk anggota sini, ada it sebagai objek. Setelahnya ada interesting. It is not allowed to say, do you find it interested? Oke, do you find it interesting? He saw me crying. Saw dari kata kerja see ya, dia melihatku menangis. You can't say he saw me cried atau he saw me to cry. No, he saw me crying. Can you smell something burning? Can you smell something burning? Tidak boleh. Can you smell something burn? Verb ketiga, no. Ya, ingat verb ini setelah objek akan ada verb ing. Oke, next. Setelah kata spend atau waste. If you find kata spend atau waste, habis itu mereka diikuti oleh time sama uang ya. Money and time. Ada kata spend, setelahnya ada uang atau duit berkaitan dengan time. Time is like 2 jam, 3 jam, 1 menit, 2 menit, 5 tahun. Or money, it can be $2, $3, $5, 50.000, Rp500. Oke. Remember that will be followed by verb ing. Contohnya, he wasted 2 hours sitting on the bench. Dia itu menghabiskan 2 jam duduk di atas bangku. Oke. Did you spend 12,000 buying that food? Kamu ngabisin 20.000 buat beli makanan itu, walaupun ada kata tadi bahasa Indonesia saya bilang buat beli, dalam bahasa Inggris nggak boleh. So saya ingetin lagi ada waste atau spend, kalau mereka diikuti oleh time atau money, kata setelahnya harus verb ing. Oke, ya. That's all. It is simple, right? Okay, well, after this, let me give you some exercises or some sentences to be what's that? To some sentences that you can translate it. It will be about gerund and participle. Oke, oh ya, kalau nge-review kemarin gerund. Kalau gerund kemarin kan sama-sama verb ing. Jadi bedanya present participle sama gerund itu apa sih? Kalau gerund itu berfungsi sebagai noun. Kalau gerund itu berfungsi sebagai noun, berarti dia bisa di subjek, bisa di objek, bisa juga setelah preposisi. Tapi kalau present participle itu berfungsi sebagai adjective sama verb. Jadi tidak mungkin ada kasus present participle dia berfungsi sebagai subjek. No, kenapa? Karena yang bisa jadi subjek itu noun. Adjective ataupun verb tidak akan pernah bisa menjadi subjek. Jadi ingat ya, jadi kalau ditanya apa sih gerund sama participle kan sama-sama verb ing, lalu bedanya apa? Bedanya di fungsi. Kalau gerund itu berfungsi sebagai kata benda, sedangkan participle berfungsi sebagai verb dan adjective. Okay, so well I think that's enough for today. Thank you for having here and see ya tomorrow. No, see ya next week. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.